Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my videos, I'm Ellie and I am currently travelling Southeast Asia with my boyfriend Finn.
Hello Finn, hello guys.
A little bit of a different introduction there. So we have arrived in Phnom Penh in Cambodia. We are in Cambodia for a week. We have a short time here. We are only visiting Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. So we've got 3 nights in Phnom Penh and 4 nights in Siem Reap. So we arrived, we flew from Ho Chi Minh, which was a super easy flight. Carrying on, my battery ran out. So we arrived from Ho Chi Minh about an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours ago. We had a flight at 6:45 and we arrived about 7:30, 8:15. We went and got a little bit of dinner at the airport because we wanted to get Wi-Fi, and then so we could book a Grab. It just made things a little bit easier that way. We haven't got a SIM card yet, so we are going to do all of that tomorrow. We just wanted to get dinner and get to the hostel. So we are staying at the Mad Monkey Hostel, which is a very well-known chain of hostels around Southeast Asia. They have them in Laos, pretty sure Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. I could be wrong there, and you can probably hear it's a little bit noisy. So I had like a pub crawl going on. They have a big bar, swimming pool area. It's a well-established chain of hostels, and it was actually the cheapest I could find. We are in a private room. I'll show you briefly our private room. So we paid in Cambodian riel, which actually worked out cheaper for us. We're finding that riel makes it a little bit cheaper for us, but in Cambodia you can pay in dollars or riel. But before I go on and jabber on anymore, make sure you subscribe down below, give this video a massive thumbs up, and comment if you've been to Cambodia or you're just watching this to get some advice on what to do in Cambodia. Apart from that, let's get on with the video. So I'm going to show you the room. As I say, so this cost us around £19 per night, which was actually just in budget for us. Once I have travelled, I will do videos on budgeting, any videos and tips and stuff on Southeast Asia I can do for you guys. But we are roughly trying to do £10 per person per night. Now in Vietnam it was great, we found places really cheaply, but Cambodia actually we're finding is quite expensive. So here we're just on budget. In Siem Reap you'll find out it's just over. But Mad Monkey Hostels, the reason I booked with Mad Monkey is because I knew that they are well established. They also do some little tours and stuff. The rooms look actually really nice and spacious and fairly like done well up. That was kind of the reasons. Also there weren't many choices when I was finding on in Phnom Penh. So let's show you the room. So as you go in, you can see we have a desk area here. Really great about the plugs. As you can see, my UK I've managed to plug in my UK plug. So these are multi plugs, which are great. You don't need to use the adapters.
I'm like
a Roman emperor.
No, I'm like a mosaic.
Like a statue.
No, I'm like a painting.
You're like a painting. Beautiful. So obviously this is like a family room. There's a random bed here which we really don't need, but handy to put stuff on.
Ellie's sleeping tonight. She's not sleeping in this bed.
Yes I am. This is the bed. It's a little bit hard, but it should be okay. There's plugs either side. Finn has got a table. This always works out. Finn always has the table. First place where we managed, they had 3 pillows on here, and obviously we can steal this pillow, so Finn will be happy that we can have 2 pillows each. And it's a duvet as well. There is air conditioning, but it doesn't show on here. There's obviously a faulty screen, so I'm kind of just judging it somehow. I mean, it's on, so. And nice thing, actually, this lighting is quite nice. It's not too bright. Oh, didn't even notice there's a massive mirror. Oh, hi guys. I'm in my travel outfit. Anyway, bathroom. Come in here. And this is the bathroom, pretty standard bathroom. Hopefully there is warm water, but the good thing is there is a screen. I really don't like it's like a wet room. We really don't like it when it's like that. Hopefully it doesn't flood either. But as you can see, nice warm lighting. The noise should stop around 11 PM, that's when the bar closes. We managed to buy big bottles of water for $1 each downstairs at the bar. And yeah, so far so good in Phnom Penh. Anything to add, my darling?
You still talking?
Is there anything to add?
You still talking?
Anything to add?
I don't think anyone wants to hear you talking anymore.
Why?
You rub it on.
I know. Anyway, we're gonna have some quiet time. Finn will probably be just watching some YouTube videos. I'm gonna do some editing so I can catch up on my editing for Vietnam and start those Vietnam videos. But yeah, apart from that, we will catch up with you in the morning. There's a few things I want to do here in Phnom Penh, not a whole lot, and I'll let you know if you can find any good places to eat and the best things to see, so make sure you keep watching. Good morning, everybody. We had a bit of, not a disastrous night, but it wasn't the best night. The bed was so uncomfortable, so uncomfortable. You could literally just feel the springs in your back everywhere. So my back is hurting today. We did go downstairs and request another room, which we've been given. You can actually see the screen for the control of the aircon, and it does seem a bit better, so hopefully it's better. But anyway, because of that, it's a late start. I probably didn't sleep until 3 AM because I was so uncomfortable. Finn moved to the other bed, which was a little bit better, but still wasn't the best. Anyway, we're gonna go get a SIM card, get some breakfast, and then probably go to the Genocide Museum today and do a little bit of sightseeing. So that is the plan for today. We've got SIM cards and that has been all sorted. We've also swapped rooms. What was I going to say? SIM card was actually quite cheap. I mean, it was $6 for the SIM card, 25 gigabytes for 28 days. Obviously, we only need it for a week. But we paid in real, which was just under 50,000 real. So it was just about £10, so £5 each, so it wasn't too bad. We've also just come to the Temple Cafe and Bakery, which was next door to the, we got our SIM cards from Cell Card because it was like the fastest in Cambodia, and it was, the head office was right by where Mad Monkey is, so if you're staying in Mad Monkey, it's a good place to go. Yeah, we just ordered some food. There was so much food choice here and drink choice, so we were just like, right, let's sit and eat here. And then we'll probably go to the museum and discover stuff this afternoon. But the food looks good, and yeah, there was a lot of choice, and I like the vibe in here actually. I like the jazzy vibe. I've gone off slightly having iced lattes at the moment, so yesterday I had a hot latte and today I've got a hot latte. Looks good. I've got a vanilla latte as well. Haven't been able to get anywhere.
Mint chocolate chip frappe, mate. Well done. Beautiful.
This actually looks really good. We both got the same thing. What?
You've got me touching my arms.
So we're now in the Genocide Museum. I won't film too much because again this is a sensitive subject. But it cost us technically $5 We paid in real, so it was 42,000 real for both of us. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little look around and I'll let you know what it's like. So here is the roundabout with the Independence Monument on it. You hot?
An independent monument.
And it looks like something's going on over here, so I'm gonna go have a little look.
I'm an independent person. I am.
So we just got a grab, which only cost us £1.50.
£1.56 to be precise.
That actually makes you realise how much taller you are. Put your arm around me again. Look how much taller you are than me.
Good armrest, isn't she? Yeah.
So, jokes aside, we went to the Genocide Museum, and actually that was really, really sad, or I don't know how else to explain it. It was just pretty eye-opening to see the effects of, or what even just happened during the genocide from 1975 to 1979, and it was very eye-opening experience.
2 million people killed innocently
yeah,
for no reason.
From Khmer Rouge. Yeah, it's
because they wanted to earn a good living, and
it was horrible to actually just look at and see all of these innocent people had been killed. So it isn't obviously a happy thing to happen, but it's part of the history of Cambodia, and it was good that we went and learnt about it. You can go to the killing fields as well, but it's about 7.5 kilometres outside the city centre. We could go tomorrow. Finn's letting her out of the water bottle. Looks like something's happening. We're going to have a little sightsee. Might go to the Grand Palace. There's also the Silver Pagoda. There's a few little bit of sightseeing things to do, but I think you can definitely do Phnom Penh in 2 days. Yeah, I'll let you know what we see. So, Independence Monument, as I said. And this is, we just went over, this is a statue of, I think a former king or prince. Look at the building behind it, that's all gold. It's quite cool. The weather doesn't look very good over there. Here's another statue. There seems to be a lot of temples around, so I think tomorrow we'll go to palaces and temples. There's like one there, another one over there. Yeah. So this monument is called the Friendship Monument and was built as a testimonial of gratitude in memory of the sacrifice of the Cambodian people in the cause of the Vietnam territorial unification during the 60s and 70s and during the genocide regime, which is really nice. Not sure if this is part of the Grand Palace. Could be, could well be, looks like it. We're just walking along the river. The river does not look very clean. Trying to find a 7-Eleven to get some water. But there's a lot of people around this area, so we're just trying to be careful. It's been a while, 7-Eleven. We're happy to see you back. Another temple, which is really cool. There's a lot of intricate, wow, temples and stuff around here. I'm guessing a lot of this does connect to the Grand Palace. We're just gonna wander back to the hostel, I think, and have a little bit of chill time before we go to night market or find some dinner. Good morning everybody, it is the next day in Phnom Penh. So last night it absolutely hammered it down. Literally as soon as we got back it just rained. So today we are going to do some temples and probably go to the palace. We've got our gear on ready to go so we can actually be allowed into temples. And hopefully get it before any more bad weather this afternoon / evening. We went to dinner to a udon noodle place. It was okay. It wasn't like the most amazing noodles I've ever had, but it did the job. It was dinner. I've been trying to find some places to have breakfast. There are a lot of cafes. I'm very tempted to just go back to the Temple Cafe, which we went to yesterday, because it was actually really nice. It was good coffee, good drinks, and the food was really good actually. So we might just go back there, and it's only like a 3-minute walk away, so we won't have to go too far. There's a few odd cafes, but nothing that like grabs my attention to like a good breakfast or good food. I'm actually struggling to find places to eat in Phnom Penh. We both are actually when we're having a little look. So we have got up a little bit earlier today. Well, hey, we're out before 12, which is probably the first in a while. Oh, it's 11:15. It's good progress. We had a somewhat disturbed night's sleep again. The bed was comfier, still not amazing, but we also had a weird smell in the room, which eventually went. I don't know what it's from. We don't know if it's from the air conditioning, but I have this essential oil spray which kind of helped us sleep. And then, was it about 4 this morning?
Yeah.
About 4 AM.
Well, 3:30.
Okay, 3:30 in the morning. Some girl outside was probably talking to her family or friends, which is absolutely fine, but she was so loud that I woke Finn up. So then I woke up and I just went and asked Bilal. I was like, please can you just be quiet? I'm trying to sleep. So a disturbed night again. We've got one more night here and then we're on to Siem Reap, and our hotel in Siem Reap is actually really nice, so hopefully that should be, yeah, a little bit nicer. Another coffee, which was really good as the one yesterday. And we got pancakes today. So we're just going to the palace. We just walked there from where we had breakfast. I'll talk about breakfast in a bit. One thing I will say, we noticed this yesterday, a lot of tuk-tuk drivers say, oh, you go to the palace, or you go to the museum, and they're like, oh, it's closed, when it's not. Obviously just to try and get you to go somewhere for money. It does say it's open. Same with the museum yesterday, and they were like, oh, it's closed, and we're like, really? And then we walked around and we're like, oh, it's open. Yeah, they're just trying to find some money from you. And so for breakfast, we'll just see if it is actually open. So for breakfast, basically, you just got to be careful with the change. I did look this up and find an article, and basically with real, you've got 1,000 notes and 100s, but they don't go lower than 100. So for example, like our bill came to 63,860 real. So we gave them 70,000. They only gave us change for 6,800. So we were then left short-handed. And I looked online again. What they should do is basically, if it's like 150, 160, they should then round it up and give you like to the next 100, whereas then if it was like 140, 130, they'd then put it down to that side, which makes sense, and they did that in Vietnam quite fairly, but for some reason they didn't, and I caught them out and they weren't happy that I then caught them out. She actually got quite rude because basically she didn't understand what I said firsthand. I then put it on Google Translate, and then she laughed, got annoyed, and just gave me the 100 like I'd caught her out. I mean, comment down below if I was in the wrong there, which I could have been, but also I thought then that works out more fair, and I just felt like, I know 100 real is 100 real, it's like only a few pennies, but also I just wanted the principle. I didn't want them taking money from me. But anyway, right, we're gonna go to the Grand Palace, find out if it is closed or not. So it actually does look like it's closed. I think maybe it opens at like 2 o'clock again, so we can go inside. The architecture is incredible. It looks absolutely pristine. So maybe we'll just go find another temple to go into whilst we're waiting for it to open. So we are now at the Golden Temple because the palace was closed. So thought we'd come here. We had to pay about £3 for a grab, and we did get hassled a lot. But yeah, we just thought we'd come have a little look here because it looked really cool. So here it is, the Golden Temple. And it is very gold. It's really cool. All the temples and stuff are reminding me a bit of Thailand, because you didn't really get many like these in Vietnam. Look at the tigers on the side, that's really cool. Definitely both in agreement that the detail in these are amazing. Like this, look at the ceilings. So cool. We are coming to a place called Smile, and they have Mars, but they only have the big packs. Finn loves these. I used to buy them for him for the tractor, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did.
And no single ones,
No,
just a box.
Just the box.
A box of 6, no, it's probably a box of 4.
And they have, oh, to be fair, it's hot, so I think a paddle pop is in order.
Double Gloucester cheese!
First like proper cheese we've actually probably seen.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that next to it? Mild cheddar.
Oh, look at that.
What's
look at that.
Extra strong?
White cheddar.
Extra strong cheddar.
Oh, look at that. That
What's
is
that
beautiful.
from? Calvley Mill. I bet that's English.
Of course it is. Oh, beautiful. Packed in the UK.
Ooh, Merseyside.
Oh, well. Oh, I should like Merseyside cheese, but local. Cheese.
Fantastic. Actual normal Red Bull as well.
Fucking Red Bull.
It's got everything. Got everything in it, yeah. It's very expensive though. I'm still on the hunt for wax strips. I think I'm gonna have to ask someone.
What do the viewers want to know about your wax strips? Ellie.
Never know. Oh, do they have jammy red roux? No jammy red roux.
Sorry, Nick.
So we made it in. We saw one of the gates was open. It's $10 per person. We paid in dollars, not real, today. And yeah, I'm gonna have a little look around. Obviously some of it's under renovation, but it looks really pretty. It looks quite big as well, so hopefully this will spend a couple of hours looking around here. But all the flowers and plants and stuff is literally pristine. It's quite a big ground. There is the silver pagoda over there, which I want to go to. But yeah. Royal Palace, and then we went back to the room. It was about probably 4:30 by the time we got back. We had just cooled down because we were so hot, and we are actually now in a cafe. It is about to rain, or has just started to rain. You can see the wind picking up and the really grey clouds, but we've been lucky because the rain has come later today. We're hoping maybe to go to the night market, but I think we can't because of the rain, so we're just gonna go to a restaurant later on. We've just come to a cafe literally 3 minutes away, walk away from Mad Monkey, and we just got hot drink or a drink and a snack, and I'm just going to do some editing because we're finding that we just don't have, I'll make the time for it, and I thought in a cafe area we're more likely to do some work, so I'll show you. Got a nice hot chocolate and croissant. Ben's got some cake and a pineapple smoothie. So we've come out for dinner, and I will be honest, we've struggled to find places to eat, especially with the prices, because everything's either in US dollars, most things are just priced with US dollars instead of like real. Everything is more expensive, so I don't know whether it's because it's the capital city or what it is, but yeah, everything is so much more expensive compared to what we've been paying in Laos and Vietnam and Thailand. So Cambodia is definitely more expensive than we thought. Someone did tell us that it was, a guy we met in Laos. That's kind of the reason why I only said we're going to stay here a week and not an extended stay, is because we had heard it is more expensive. So anyway, we have come to a Thai place. It's called Mama Thai. It had a lot of reviews, and it seems really busy, so we'll see what it's like. But again, it's not like cheap, but it's also not what you'd pay in the UK, so I'm kind of in two minds. But anyway, we'll see what that's like. We ordered pad thai and rice and spring rolls and some orange juice, so hopefully it'll be okay. Well, at least we're getting money worth with the spring rolls. There's loads, and then we've got our orange juices. We've also got chicken pad thai. I mean, the portions are pretty big, so we couldn't really complain. Despite it being a little bit expensive, at least it's decent portions. Apparently our new favourite pastime is looking at supermarkets. Look at all this bon bon stuff they have. Lemon tarts, petit cookies. I've got loads loads of stuff in here. We're actually just going to a Kiwi market because we were like, oh, New Zealand, yes please. So we are just leaving in Phnom Penh now. We're just on the bus. I will tell you the next story about the bus in the next video and about the hotel. So as well, I'll tell that now. As you know, we stayed in Mad Monkey and we just didn't have a very good experience. We had music playing, not even the music in the hostel, that's not their fault, at like 6 AM to like 9 AM and then it stopped. Which I'm sure there's probably an explanation to what that was, but it was so loud. And then didn't have a good night's sleep. Obviously there was a smell from the air conditioner, the beds were uncomfortable. We then had our washing and they missed an item of our washing and couldn't find it. So yeah. They did, the manager was very helpful. Some of the other workers were quite rude, but the manager was great to Finn. But anyway, we are leaving Phnom Penh and I will see you in our next video, which will be Siem Reap. We are there for 4 nights. And apart from that, make sure you subscribe and like. Give this video a massive thumbs up. A massive thumbs up.
See you soon.